my friends. It's Izzy DeLeo, your soul energy alchemist, teacher, and spiritual guide. And this week, I wanted to wait for the dust to settle a bit before I came on here and addressed the palpable residual energy from this 2024 U.S. presidential election. I was approached by quite a few friends to coach them through their feelings of debilitating fear, uncertainty, and sheer powerlessness. And because of those conversations and my ability to hold space for them, they had amazing self-realizing breakthroughs regarding how their limiting belief systems were showing up as a reality they didn't feel loved by. And I wanted to share with you 3 of those ways that they are now able to proactively navigate this political landscape. Once they understood the power always lied in their hands. But firstly, I want to preface that I do not give much attention to politics. I am uninterested in the drama, anger, and guilt energy of the dense third dimension. So you can say I consider myself a supporter of policy rather than party, to which I exalt no other outside of myself. I am running the show, as are you. Now, it doesn't mean that I am not well informed or I do not have an opinion of my own. What it does mean is that I am not okay with anyone's rights being threatened. As a mother of a young woman, I will always prioritize my daughter's well-being, her safety, and freedom at all costs, as well as the humane treatment and respect of all beings. So I just wanted to establish my position in an honest way before moving forward so you can feel safe in this space, okay? Let's start with my number 1. Recognizing that our thoughts and self-concept are the catalysts that cultivate what we experience. See, the universe, God, or source, etc., doesn't hear our words. It only responds to the energetic frequency behind them. So if you believe you are a victim and you approach life already expecting defeat, then you are asking to experience more situations that place you in the role of such victim again and again, because you're in low vibration, a low vibrational level of consciousness. So, for instance, if your talk is considered, low vibe, well, low vibe becomes your tribe. When you energetically shift into your higher self by embodying forgiveness, gratitude, and love of self and your fellow man, you become unfazed by the illusion of fear happening everywhere else. And you can immediately gauge who you are presently being by whether or not you remain in a state of inner balance, regardless of what is happening externally. You are able to sit in the stillness of knowing and trusting yourself as a soul, which requires a dedication and continuous practice of inner energetic work. So, for homework, let's say, take some time to look around you. What are you eating, drinking, practicing, idolizing? Everything in your reality is reaffirming what it is you believe about yourself. Do you like what it is showing you? And you can be sure that what you seek is seeking you. Ask and it is given. It's an eye-opening book by the great Abraham Hicks that I encourage you to read. It's amazeballs. See, we are always asking. The question is, how? As a result of this election and the feelings of desperation and despair some of us are having, which are all valid, by the way, and should never be disregarded or pushed down, because your shadow is also the part of you that needs love. Hiding from it only creates more resistance between that which you want and that which you are being. See, our fear has taken over, and it is nearly impossible to see anything with clarity unless we are able to become the observer the observer of our thoughts. We must learn to detach from them. So I always say put them here. I'm going to link my previous video in the description box below entitled Stop the Tail from Wagging the Dog, which means the tail is the mind. The tail is controlling the dog, but the dog needs to control the tail. Okay? And this is a step-by-step instruction on how to disentangle from the thinker. See, you cannot move forward on this journey of transformation, I don't know what's going on today, of transformation without being out of your mind. And if you're accused of that, consider it a compliment. You're out of your mind. Thank you. Number 2, redirect the focus off of them and onto you. When we can fully accept that we have been voluntarily handing control over to outside elements, we can only then begin to transmute our fear-based energetic body into the unconditional frequency of love that is our soul. Through the process of awakening spiritually, our community is pretty well versed in the duality that is 3D and the illusory reality we witness through the lens of fear and the divine truth that lies behind the veil. And it is okay if you're not quite there yet. Everyone's journey is uniquely their own and not to be compared to another's path. So now we know that politics is just another example of those conditioned fears playing out. Triggers, labels, judgments, external power. It's good, it's bad. I'm right, you're wrong. Democratic, Republican. Blah, blah, blah. Separation, consciousness. I'm here, the answer is there. That answer lies in someone else's hands. See, it is only in this state of unconsciousness where suffering is inevitable, because there is no other. There is no other. With an other, there is always the other end of the pole. Remember good and bad? Everything is only your reflected mirror. That's why politics will never solve a thing. The only answer is you. What you need, you already possess. You are only out of alignment with it because of the barriers you have built against attracting it. When you pull your energy back into your body and off of an other, detach from your thoughts and dwell largely in the present moment, you begin to attune to who you are as a soul, just like a radio dial. You tune in until there is no more static and disruption, which now draws toward you all that matches this higher self, which includes a world that honors and respects your boundaries, your credibility, and your right to exist as an equal. Each of us must be the change we, wish to experience, or the cyclical spiral of fear will just continue to circle back in our leaders, in our healthcare, in our policies. By bringing your awareness back into your body and what it is that you feel, you are alchemizing the energy of fear into love. This is what it means to truly love yourself as a soul. It has nothing to do with a spa day, a beach vacation, or rewarding yourself with pleasures. And while those things are freaking awesome, they are of the physical self. Again, fear. Do you guys have any questions? I know it can be confusing, maybe sounding a little cuckoo. But, when I was in my early awakening process or stages, I was not having any of this, okay? Until the truth revealed itself to me. And it blew my mind. No pun intended. Unreal. And finally, last but not least, number 3. How we show up in the world greatly affects the collective consciousness, like a ripple effect. During these last election years, I have unfortunately witnessed aggressive, indecent, and unacceptable behavior that has run rampant throughout this country, spreading like a virus. The hair-trigger comments, degrading and bullying others over something that in the bigger picture is minor, raises endless red flags. Friends that have severed genuine bonds over what should be a respectful right to disagree is heartbreaking. And on a personal level, I've observed people act so out of their character in ways that left a bitter taste in my mouth. I have unfollowed people whose social media pages are riddled with personal attacks, inaccurate assumptions about people's intelligence, loyalty to their country, through accusations of being unpatriotic, and decisions made about their overall wealth. I mean, come on. And although I refuse to engage with this energy while protecting my own, I quietly sit on the periphery and observe what is unfolding. And what is unfolding is what it looks like when the universe is contracting. In order to expand, it must allow the darkness to surface so it can be brought to light where it cannot survive. When you energetically evoke a more balanced sense of self, you can see things for what they are and allow them to be as they are. This does not give anyone permission to be a destructive participant on our planet. For this is not God. God is love. And love is always the answer. Okay, guys, that is another wrap. I hope that this video will inspire you to take a deeper look inward and feel, okay? For we must feel it in order to heal it. And although we are already perfect, whole, and complete beings, we are not fully in the place of believing it. So until next time, be grateful, be present, go in peace, love, and lead with your badass rock and roll heart. I thank you very much.